typical flash flood warning out there. But 34-year career for Mark Starr. He served in the very first Naval Helicopter Squadron and was the CEO of several anti-submarine squadrons along his distinguished career. And then culminated as the Commodore of something that doesn't exist anymore, but way back in the day was the anti-submarine warfare wing for the PAC fleet. I was thinking about quotes that would represent today a little bit, and here's one that I came up with. It's often said that we stand on the shoulders of giants to see further and look farther and soar higher. And today I'm here to recognize one of those such giants in Bob Close. So a little bit about Bob, and hopefully I get all the details right. A son of a legacy naval officer. Father served as an ensign in World War I. Right. He entered the Naval Academy in 1941, graduating with the class of 45.
1944.
1944.
We were extra smart. We only needed 3 years.
Did you really? That's impressive. That's very impressive. The very first sea tour served on the USS Louisville.
Right.
Louisville, very amazing history behind that ship, and was a participant in one of the very famous naval battles that we all learned about in school, and that's the Battle of Leahy Gulf. He was out there with the Surigao Straits battle. At CTS 70 sailor, we've sailed the USS Ronald Reagan now, and the GW, and my admiral out there was very big on the history, and I've sailed a ship through the Surigao Strait, and we've talked about that history. So it's great to be able to meet somebody who's actually there. So first shore tour. First shore tour goes out and does some flight training, Dallas, Corpus Christi, Pensacola, and he gets winged 27 September 1946. Flew SB-2C5s in Douglas 81s on the Coral Sea, the Midway, and the FDR, all real famous ships as well in our naval history. It gets time to rotate back to shore. He says he doesn't want to do a boring shore tour. Instead, he'd like to go fly helicopters. So he goes out and does some helicopter flight training. Designated and graduated helicopter pilot number 153. And that's 29 May of 1949. That's an amazing thing. I graduated helicopter training. It's my number's in the thousands, but to meet a guy that's in the hundreds, that's pretty incredible, certainly. So some additional highlights of his career: instructor pilot, test pilot, acceptance pilot, nuclear weapons employment officer. That's something that we don't see very often anymore. And sailed aboard the USS Valley Forge, another very famous ship that did a very famous mission way back in the day, if you're familiar with the space program. But they were the recovery ship out there for the capsule for Mercury launches. Maintenance officer, OPSO for HS3, and XOCO of Helicopter Utility Squadron number 4. So post-Navy, this is the part that I thought was really interesting. Post-Navy, gets out of the Navy, decides he's not done with ships. He's going to sail a ship around for 2 years. He's got a 42-foot trimaran that he sailed around the Gulf of Mexico and Caribbean. Is that right? Fantastic. Goes back to university, picks up a master's in mathematics, and then transitions to a life of teaching. And taught at the Merchant Marine Academy down in Harlingen.
Marine military.
Marine military,
Yeah.
down in Harlingen. A real famous prep school here in South Texas. And then university instructor, Pan American University, and ultimately retired as acting dean of science and mathematics in 1984. Does that sound about right? Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
I apologize for the note cards, but that is a lot of information for a guy who's had a very distinguished career. There. Okay. Yes.
Thank you all.
So I'm going to read for you, you Navy veterans in the room, where we'll do an attention to award. I'll read this citation presented by Capt. Personius. He's the president of the Naval Helicopter Association Historical Society. So the Naval Helicopter Association Historical Society presents the 2018 Mark Starr Pioneer Award to Commander Robert A. Close, United States Navy, retired, for historical pioneering contributions in the development of Navy helicopter operations and safety. Signed, William S. Personius, Captain, United States Navy, President of the Naval Helicopter Association Historical Society, and signed this 31st day of January 2018. Sir, I present that award to you.
Well, thank you very much. And just as a side comment, Mark Starr and I were squadron mates in 49 and 50. We never cruised together because we were both officers in charge.
Sure,
So we went out on separate detachments. A fine gentleman. He founded the association in 1973. I went sailing with him in his boat out in Coronado in 1976. I don't remember much about it because he was a martini drinker also.
Steady with the helm, as that's what you say. So,
But a fine gentleman. All right.
sir, the Mark Starr Award for 2018 goes to you.
Thank you very much.